to another Shadow Era stream. Today is a dev day, so that's why I'm sitting in the Unity editor where I can make all sorts of changes on the fly. But of course, today is a special day because I'm working on campaign cards. Let's see what new campaign cards we have today. Number 29 is called Stampeding Rhino. It's a wild ally. Cost of 7, 2 attack, 7 health. He has haste. While Stampeding Rhino is attacking allies, its attack is doubled. So it's not just +2, it's doubled. That could be pretty devastating with haste, but it's cost of 7, which is huge. But 7 health is also pretty big. That'll be interesting to see if that could fit into a deck. Double damage with haste, wow. Number 30, Uru, King of Beasts. This is a wild ally, unique, cost of 5, 3, 6. Friendly wild allies have Defender on the turn they enter play. Ooh, everyone has Defender on the first turn. 2 Shadow Energy, seek a wild energy ally. Seek. Okay, so you can seek, so it'll just go to your hand. If you control no other wild allies, the next wild ally you summon this turn costs 2 less resources. Wow. This, of course, King of Beasts, this is going to be a cat card. You heard it here first. A cat card is coming to battle all those dogs and a woman. South Road Mercenary. He's an outlaw. Cost 3, 0 attack, 5 health. Once per turn when a player gains a resource, and once per turn when a resource is removed from play, South Road Mercenary gains +1 base attack. When you gain a resource, does that include sacrificing? Every time you sacrifice, you gain a resource, so he'll get buffed every turn potentially. And if resources are removed from play, he can get buffed again. This, for cost 3, this guy's gonna keep growing every turn. I like to see that. Card 32, West Road Beggar. It's another outlaw, cost 3, 2 attack, 5 health. His ability is cost of 0. 1 of your resources is removed from play. Draw a card. I think there's an item. I saw someone use an item that does this as their ability. So this is with an ally. He has that ability, so he would sync up with this guy to buff him, remove a resource, so that's not too bad. You can play 2 of these in tandem. And the last card, 33, North Road Thief. Another outlaw, 5/5. North Road Thief has stealth on the turn he enters play. It's like a rogue ally. For cost of 2, target other friendly outlaw ally is shuffled into its owner's deck. And if you do that, target enemy item is destroyed. That's not too bad. Can't do it on himself, but any other outlaw ally. Those seem like some interesting cards. A lot of interesting stuff there. Uru seems pretty cool. Of course, this fatty is simple, but he has a huge ability, haste. Let's just see if we can start programming this stuff quickly so we can test it out in the game. Rarities aren't set on these cards yet. It's usable means it's usable by humans or shadow. Card type is an ally. Subtype is wild. I have attack type of claw. Cost of 7, that's so huge. Attack 2, max health 7. Keyword is haste, that's all we have to do for that. So, while he is attacking allies, its attack is doubled. Attacking allies. I'm sure that's used somewhere else. Let's just search for it. While attacking allies. So it's exactly like Wild Boar. Let's just steal the code. There it is. And we will put it in here. So this is attack damage increase. So it's only when it's attacking, not defending. The attack is double. So not just one. Attacking allies. Yep, so it's not just one. It's gonna be. It's gonna increase it by the same attack. Gotta make it double. That's about it. Let's test this out. Go into the game. Of course, you might have seen this 99 here. The chat system, I've been mentioning this before. This has been greatly improved. There's a new tab here. Nothing there yet. But global is now synced Discord and Telegram, and in the next version, stuff you type here will go to both Discord and Telegram. Links for Shadowware. If you link to a Shadowware page, you can just click on it and you'll be taken to the page. So that'll be pretty helpful as well. That's in the next version any day now. Let's go and test out this new card. This is actually my stream account, so I'll try not to win. Try not to win anything because that won't be fair. I'm trying to keep it as a free-to-play. Actually, I need to go in my Kyle account because I don't have the test button here. There we go. So I can test. What is it? CP0. Where's the 29. Stampeding Rhino. I didn't put any of these the text on the cards yet. It has no name. I'm gonna have to generate those images, but let's quickly. Yeah, maybe I should generate those before I do much else. Now you could see how things are actually generated. Might be interesting to see. What I do is I load Photoshop, gotta load in a script. We tell it to do cards. What do we need? 29 to 33. 29 to 33. The text file is gonna be here. Campaign cards 29 to 33. Go. Basically, it's taking the data from a spreadsheet and using a script to modify the actual values. There you go, you can see it's putting the title and the ability. It's just going through all the cards. There is no art for most of these cards yet. We are getting them in now. But it'll just be placeholder, probably even when it goes on test server, maybe in about, I think about a week. Will be on test server, a week or two at least. So here's the new cards getting made. It's nice. There we go. Thank you. Now just gonna do some magic in my file system here. Copy these new cards. I'm just adding these cards to the project in my other window that you cannot see. If I go back to Unity, it's going to update all the graphics, continue to play. Let's try that out again. And remind me what I'm looking for. CP29. Beating Rhino, so it has a cost of 7. That's crazy. Haste. Attacking allies, its attack is doubled, so it's gonna do 4. I wonder if I can get a fatty for him, like Ogloth. Give the AI Ogloth, give him some resources, give me some resources. I need more. It does have haste, that's working fine. Attacking allies, its attack is doubled. So against the hero, it should still do 2. There we go. Just gonna give myself some humans that could be killed. Okay, so he did 2 to the hero. He should do 4 to Ogla. 4, perfect. Now I want to buff him. He does double, not just +2. It's double. So what can buff him? Extra sharp can buff him. Too much. He's gonna have 8. So I'll just let him. No, 2, 4. Yeah, he's gonna do 8 damage total. Enough to kill the Ogloth. And he has haste too. That's pretty huge. So let's do this. He has 4, so now he's gonna do double. Boom! He killed him. So it's working perfectly. Card was pretty easy, wasn't it? There we go. That is double done. Let's move on to number 30. This is the cat card, Uru. He is just making sure that's all done. Okay, Ally Wild Claw unique. So make sure I get the name. Neutral. He is an ally and wild. It's claw. He is unique 536. So when someone is unique, let's copy somebody that is unique. Who is unique? Crimson Eye the Deceiver was unique. We haven't coded him yet. Kion is unique. This is basically unique. Can cast only one ally. That'll check if there's anybody else with the same name on the board. If there is, then we can't cast it. So the ability, friendly wild allies have defender on the turn they enter play. Only on the turn they enter play. Okay, so defender. If there's an override for that. Check is defender. Friendly wild allies. So let's do that. If it's not friendly, it's not a defender. Get all the way down here, it is a defender. So that's friendly wild. Type of wild, somewhere there it is. If it's not a wild, then it's not a defender. Friendly wild allies, so it's not an ally. Allies have defender on the turn they enter play. Let's just search for that. Here's an example, just summoned. So if it's not just summon, wait, check card. If it's not just summoned, then don't have defender. Otherwise, they do. Let me just comment this better. Friendly. And they enter play. So that's about it for defender. It gives other things defender. And the ability for 2 shadow energy. Two shadow energy. So the ability, we'll just copy the text down here. Ability cost is always going to be 2. Seek a wild ally. A lot of cards that you seek, and luckily it's pretty much taken care of easily. Let's go LL1, I think. That's a seek a homunculus. So there we go. It's almost exactly the same, at least the first part. Ability targets. We can use an ability. Copy all that. That's all the seek magic. Ability cost. Gonna be a wild ally instead. Get rid of all stuff. So there's a 2-part. This tells us if we can seek or not. But even if we don't seek, maybe we should be able to still use the ability and activate it. Like it would be like this. A colon would mean that this has to take place and then you do that. But it's a period, meaning that there's like a 2-step. This stuff means that you could seek or not. If you don't have any cards, obviously you can't seek. Your hand is full, you can't seek. But we kind of always want it to happen no matter what. Comment this out. Now the number of ability targets is going to depend on if we could seek or not. If we cannot seek, then we're just going to get 0 targets. We can seek, we are going to get 1 target. Wild ally. Its valid ability target is wild. Start targeting. So this is just going to be if we have a target, this is all going to get called. Okay. So this kind of all takes care of if we seeked or not. Kind of depends on this. Or maybe number of ability targets when we use that code. So if we did have a seek, and if we started targeting, this will happen. Otherwise, it's going to return 0. It's not going to call it targeting. We're just going to get down here. So in any case, we want this part. Next wild ally, you summon this turn. So we have to remember that. If you control no other wild allies. Let's find out how many allies there are. And it's not ourselves. So it's a other and a wild ally, then the ability is active. And until the end of the turn. So cost 2 less resources. How do we do that? Search for it. Very similar to this. Okay, summoning cost increase is the main thing. A lot of errors that are fixed in here, looks like. Complicated errors with doing this. Also LL40, let's check that. Yep, same type of thing. So we're gonna need both this used already. Let's copy that. Really need reduced already. We can just set ability active to false, kind of the same thing. Ability active. Ability active is false. So this is any cost, right? That's 2 less resources. So it's a wild ally that we're reducing. So it's our side, ally, wild. And before this, let's do the second part. Get this. So it's not a passive ability, it's an active ability, so we don't use that. That's a good thing. Did I forget to check for passives? I should check for passives. Yep. Have to remember that. Okay. Next wild ally you summon this turn costs 2 less resources. So this is the cost increase, so it's -2. I don't care how much it actually costs. It needs to be an ally. And a wild if it's not a wild. It's kind of in the wrong order. This happens first. This decreases it, and then when it is actually getting cost, we used it already, so we turn off the ability. And at the turn end, and the turn start, just to be double sure. Turn off the ability. All right, let's check this card out. The thing is, it doesn't display a pop-up help. I think that's like the last thing that I've not implemented is a pop-up for cost less, because you can't really tell in your hand that it's gonna cost less or not. Let's just try this out. Card 30. don't have any wild cards in my hand, so the Seek is not going to do much. Ooh, so imagine a magnificent cat here. Friendly wild allies have Defender on the turn they interplay. Cost of 2, seek a wild ally. If you control no other wild allies, the next wild ally you summon costs 2 less. Okay. Gives some resources. Let me try the ability Seek first. Let's try this ability. I'm gonna Seek. Cost of 2. We don't have any wild allies. Ability is active, so that means I control another wild, so the next wild ally you summon costs 2 less. Give myself another wild, the one that we just did, Stampeding Rhino. Gonna cost 2 less. So we have 7, it's gonna cost 5. It cost, no, it didn't work, it cost 7. That's Defender though. Wild allies have Defender on the turn they interplay. This part works as Defender. Let's check next turn. Defender's gone, so that part works. It's just this: if you control no other wild allies, the next wild ally you summon this turn costs 2 less. Let me double check that part of the code. The Seek part was working. So it's this part. Of course. I kinda did it the reverse. By default, it's going to be active, and if we find one, it's supposed to be not active. There we go. Okay, just a slight bug there. An ability active, ally wild, it's going to be 2. Let's try that one more time. So, what does he do? Seek a wild ally. There's my Seek. Ability should be active. This guy costs. There we go. 2 resources left. It works. It has Defender. That's actually a pretty huge combo. Because this guy has haste. costs 2 less, so that's pretty cool. So this is done. Maybe it would be helpful to know that a card has cost less, like maybe it could say cost 2 less. I don't think I could do that yet. I guess I could. Let's try to do it quickly. Who has, there we go. So basically, we're gonna do this, summoning cost increase. If it's not in your hand, then we're definitely not going to display anything, and then otherwise, we're not increasing or decreasing costs. It's going to be that. There we go. That's pretty neat. This will just pop up and say cost 2 less resources to summon. So if the ability is active, I think that is perfect. Let's try it out. You might notice that the summoning cost is not decreased, but it costs less. There's a subtle difference. You've got stuff like this. Yeah. Stuff like this, friendly allies with cost 2 or less, right? It doesn't change the actual casting cost, it just costs less. So that's the point distinction. It won't change it for cards like this. So let's bring out my cat and my other guy. So he doesn't have anything, but he has haste. So let's wait till next turn. Haste, but what do we do? The ability. No, it didn't pop up. Ability should be active, but there's no pop up. Sure that it's getting called correctly for cards in hand, that's why. I just gotta leave that for now because I want to continue on with other cards like Self-Rule Mercenary. Here, gains a resource player. The resources moved from play, gains +1 base attack, so this is actually pretty easy. Resources changed, so we don't actually know what it was before, just that it's different. Finding out where this is actually called. Add resource, it gets called. resource. We can always change this or add a new callback or keep track of the resources on each side. There's kind of many ways that we could do it. Let's, when a player gains resources, we have to keep track. Let's keep track. For two sides, actually like this. Resources. Like that, yeah. When we're summoned, we actually want to keep track of how many resources each side has. And that means when a resource has been changed, we just check if one is less or more. If it gained once per turn when a player gains a resource, and once per turn when a resource is removed from play. So we kind of have to record both of those. Make it a loop, just check both sides at once. So if we haven't gained yet, then we can use the ability. If passive. Use passive abilities. Gain base attack. How much was it? +1 base attack. There we go. Once per turn. I kind of think. Do you want to record it? I'm not sure if we want to set this or not. Say it's included because Yeah, let's just try it that way. Now that's gained. Less than what we recorded. Means it's removed, so same idea. But with removed. And at the end of the turn, let's just reset those values. And on the start of the turn, so it can happen for both players, right? Once per turn, when a player gains a resource, move from play, gains +1 base attack. Alright, let's try this. He's gonna get buffed every turn. Wait, twice a turn? He's gonna get buffed when the enemy sacrifices too. I don't know if that's intended. Somehow I don't think that was the intention. But sacrifice is gaining a resource. So, Southward Mercenary, cost of 3. So if I click this too, he will gain. So he's 3-4. Let's wait and see if he will gain. He did. He's 4-4. Still easily gets killed. He's 3-4 if I give myself resources. He's 4-4 if I give myself more resources. No, he's still 4-4. That part works. And then another turn, it's reset. He got up to 5-4, but he still gets killed. He has no staying power, I guess, but somehow I don't think he's supposed to buff so much. 3-4, and then he'll buff the 4-4. And you can't kill him. On my turn, he's gonna buff to 5-4. Boom. How do I remove a resource? Shriek. I think that's the card. Yeah, and one of your resources removed from play. So if I cast this, he'll buff the 6-4, and I get to destroy that. Boom, it worked. Pretty sweet. Seven, 4. That thing can get buffed crazy amount of turn, crazy amount of times, twice per turn basically if you play it right. So that card is done, but an easier way to destroy resources is coming up in the next card, which is 32. The cost of 0, one of your resources is removed from play. Just double check this, that everything is looking good. Yep. So this is his favorite ally because it removes resources. Let me see here. Westroad Beggar. He's neutral. He's an outlaw. Ally. sword attack. Is 3, 2, 5. Ability cost is 0. One of your resources is removed from play. Draw a card. So this has to happen. I'm not sure there's any case that it won't happen. I don't think anything can protect a resource from being removed from play. You're not going to have 0 resources, right? Well, maybe technically if you destroy all your cards. So let's just put that in, make sure that you actually have more than 0 resources. And we do use the ability. One of your resources is removed from play and draw a card. Remove resource. It is, the top is actually the last resource in the array. Maybe I'll just check for this code. Remove resource. What is this? Bottom card of that resource pile. There's 2 resources for play. There's 1 of your resource from play. Ah, there it is. Top resource. That's what I was looking for. This one. It's as simple as that. We remove top resource and draw a card. Remove a resource and draw a card. Normally we should play an effect when we do that. There we go. No, I don't want to play the Plague Priest. Oh, what did I just use? Shriek of Vengeance, right? Let me find that. Shriek of Vengeance when I cast it. Yeah. That'll do the effect of the resource. It's actually calling damage on the resource. That's interesting. Guess that was before we had the function that can actually do it. Where did my card 32 go? So we're gonna play the effect. Gonna go boom, we're gonna remove it. called damage so that it doesn't die right away. We can sort of display the effect. Let's try that. And we draw. The cost of 0. Use the ability 325. Let's try that. This is what we wanted, both 31. Let me just skip a turn here. It's buff 4. It's buff 5. Play my new card 32. 4, 7. This guy's gonna get buffed like crazy. 6. Oh no, don't kill him. Needed him. So it's 3, 4 when I destroy a resource, 8 resources, 7 resources, 4, it works perfectly. That's that combo, pretty nice. Works great. Just forgot to put in the name. That's West Road Beggar. 33 is going to be the last one for today. North Road Thief. He is neutral. Outlaw. Sword attack. Five, 3, 5. He has stealth on the turn he enters play. So we just did something like that. Is it this one? No. 29. Or is that Defender? Oh, Defender on the turn they enter play. Yeah, 30 was Defender on the turn they enter play, so it's close. But it's almost the same. But just stealth. Check has stealth. And the same kind of card, the same kind of code. North Road Thief. So it's only North Road Thief. It's not anybody actually. So if we're not the parent, it's just anybody's that not the parent. Does not have stealth. Effort is summoned. Only the turn he enters play. And then the ability part. Ability cost is 2. Target other friendly outlaw ally is shuffled into its owner's deck. Target enemy item is destroyed. So in order to cast this, if you do this, then this happens. You can't use it on Steadfast. That's what this is saying. Target other friendly outlaw ally. So order, not cast, but use ability. If there are no other friendly outlaws, but I'm going to do the targeting functions first. Don't have any targets. This is what we're looking for. We do have one target. Item. Have enemy items, yeah. Enemy items only. Other friendly outlaw ally. Feel like I just wrote this code recently. Other target other. Oh, that's what we're working on now. Everything got out of order. Okay, 29 now. Oh, the wild aliens. Okay, let's just do it. It's gonna be unfriendly. It's obviously on the same side. It has to be outlaw. It has to be other. So if it's not apparent and subtype is outlaw, we add it, and once we're done, targets. I did that first because I couldn't reuse the code. If there are no targets for the first part, then we cannot cast it. Target enemy item. We also need an enemy item for the second part. Otherwise, we return to and use ability, get ability targets. So target other friendly outlaw ally is shuffled into its owner's deck. Target enemy item is destroyed. Maybe we should make sure that they have steadfast. That they don't have steadfast. We also have to make sure that they can be targeted by this guy. Targeted by, normally that is the case. Just making sure. It's stealth, so we also have to check for passives. This already does that. It can be targeted by, it's already there, so it's similar. So, unusability. Part 1. Target other friendly outlaw is shuffled into its owner's deck. It shouldn't even be able to target him. It would be better that we don't include it in the targets. Friendly if someone has steadfast. We're not even gonna make it a target. Then we don't have to worry about this. It's gonna work. Shuffled into its owner's deck. Very similar to this. Target ally is shuffled into its owner's deck. So this does check steadfast after. Let's copy that. We remove the ally. Maybe it's a different side. We add it to the deck. We reset it. Shuffle. Count is greater than 1. That means we have a second target. Check target enemy item is destroyed. It is taking damage from this ally in case it matters. This ally is the one that's destroying it. And we should play an effect, like the same effect. That is about it. Its stealth will turn Evil's boy has the ability other from the outlaw. Okay, so we could just use 2 of him. Let's test it out. It's card 33. So, stealth will return enters play. Stealth can't be attacked. We'll let him survive. So add another one, because it's an other ally. And we need an item to destroy. Target enemy item. But we can't use the ability yet. There's an item for you. Stealth or turn enters play. It actually should be a full turn. He's losing that like as soon as I end my turn, so it's not really having the effect that I want, is it? Cast it. And stealth. I end turn. What is the point of that? Errors here. Let's try that again. AI that has an item. What's an item? Bizarre. I'll have to double check if that's supposed to last for one full turn, because on the turn he enters play, it does not mean a full turn. I'd have to say something like has stealth for one turn. 30 enters play. Something like that. use the ability. I need a other from the outlaw. Cost of 2. Target other friendly outlaw and shuffle the opponent's deck. Target enemy item is destroyed. Oh, it's not an item. It's an item. I'll have a crystals. Like a weapon. I want to have a weapon though. Your item. He does not like to play this. Okay, so there's actually a bug. Did I not put ability targets? Not the number of ability targets. Definitely helps that the AI was trying to use it without any targets. That was causing the bug. You need Bazaar. Give them some resources. I need beef. He does have stealth from deterring me to summon. That's what it says. Just checking out the targets because it's only supposed to be outlaw. Still don't have ability. Enemy item. What this is support to this isn't even an item. Alright, hold on. Let me go check out the card list. Tool of knowledge, there we go. Tool of knowledge. Okay, now I can use the ability. Target other friendly outlaw and shuffle the opponent's deck. Target enemy item is destroyed. First part, only other. And then item. Shuffled into the deck. Perfect. That worked well. That's about it. I will make a note to ask if this stealth is supposed to be one full turn. Or really just a turn he enters play. I have a bit of time. The last time I didn't get to do... Is it number 6? Crimson Eye the Deceiver. A unique 527. So I spoiled this last time. Just gonna finish him. Ooh, so this is a multi-class. Rogue or Wolven. Ally, he has Wolven. Tribe, I guess it's called. He's unique. 5 to 7. Attack type is claw. Unique. Easy enough or unique. Ooh, here's ambush. Ambush. His ability is cost of 2 until the end of your turn. When Crimson Eye deals combat damage to an opposing ally, that ally attacks another random opposing ally if able. Ability cost is 2. Until the end of the turn. So it's like something that happens. So when you use the ability, it doesn't do anything right away. And it's until the end of the turn. So when he deals combat damage to an opposing ally, that ally attacks another random opposing ally if able. So they don't defend. They're just gonna attack somebody else. That's he's a deceiver. They think that someone else attacked him. So they get deceived and they attack their friend. That guy is very sneaky. So deals combat damage to an opposing ally. That's an override of something or other. Damage. No, it's not attack damage. It could be defend damage too. So after the damage is done, so it has to be Crimson Eye that's doing damage. He's not the source, we don't care. Let's just copy this. Has to be an opposing ally. If they're on the same side, we don't care, and if they're not an ally, combat damage. Crimson deals combat damage from opposing ally. Yeah, let's keep it in the right order. So Crimson Eye combat damage, opposing ally. That ally attacks another random opposing ally. I'm sure there is something to do with that already. What is it? Rabid Bite? Check Rabid Bite. Yeah, target opposing ally attacks a random opposing hero or ally. It's definitely similar to 118. Okay, so get the targets, attack targets. Okay. Let's copy this stuff. Attacks another random opposing ally if able. So it's going to be this damaged card. First, we better check that it's still alive. If it can't attack. Just check that function when it does. So frozen or disabled. Oh, it's already checking the health in there. If it actually has a weapon, anything else is protecting it, and anything else is stopping the attack. All right, that's good enough. So we're gonna remove ourselves or the target. We're already checking that there, so don't need that. So this is how random is sort of checked in a multiplayer game. Depends, it's sort of like a fixed random number depending on the game ID, how many cards are in the deck. Okay. Tell the damaged cards to attack that. This isn't gonna happen. We don't need to disable it. But we do sort of need to abort the combat. if there is actually any targets. So there might not actually be any targets. So if there are actually any targets that will attack, then we want to abort the current case it's defending. I need to abort something. Let me check that. There we go. This is going to mean that any attack in progress is going to get aborted. For example, if he attacks into an ally, they are not going to defend. They're just going to go and attack one of the friends. Because they got deceived. Let's try that. That was card number 6. It's something with a little bit high health. Oh, it has ambush too, so it doesn't really matter. In normal case, it has ambush. But even if it didn't, this effect, I mean, it would stop combat. Let's wait until they have another ally. His ability so doesn't get enough resources. They cast another one, come on. Oh, I didn't sacrifice to get more. But I'm a little guy then. I'm gonna die soon. Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what the interesting thing is gonna be? Number one, I can't keep this guy alive, but I'll put another one. What's gonna end up happening is unique. I need, like, give him stealth or something, or rain delay. Jeez. Okay, I need more allies. Let me kill. Didn't plan this very well. Okay, well what I was gonna say is that this ability, that ally attacks another random opposing. So he would attack this guy, and then that guy would defend too, so it's like a double whammy. That's a lot of allies. So we can activate our ability. Now, to the end of your turn, when Crimson Knight deals combat damage to opposing ally, that ally attacks another random opposing ally if able. So, damage. Oh, I didn't really see what happened. It did do it, but it was kind of did the attack and then it kind of got stuck and you didn't see what happened, but it did happen. Not sure how I can fix that. Oh, it didn't get exhausted either. Oh, it attached to it. That's why. So I think I have some other code that I copied and like attach something. Hmm. When is on after damage getting called? Okay, so it's actually a delay. Yeah, there's a built-in delay. It's sort of queuing up the damage but not calling this function until a tiny bit later. I think I will have to debug that at a later time. Something weird is going on, but I'm not sure I could fix it on the fly. Card number 6. Could also be because of the abort combat. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one to figure out. It's probably gonna take me more time than I have, unfortunately. Just because it's aborting one combat and starting another. Don't think there's any other cards that do that exact thing. Yeah, there's nothing sort of similar to this, so probably take some time to code up a special case for boarding a combat and starting another one immediately. So I will, yep, I'll have to put that on hold for now. But those are the new cards that we have. Stampeding Rhino. Let me do it in game. Oh, it's a lot better to see the cards. Starting from 29. What did I do? The new cards again are Stampeding Rhino. Cost of 7, has haste. While Stampeding Rhino is attacking allies, its attack is doubled. That's pretty good with haste. Uru is actually gonna be a cat card. Friendly wild allies have Defender on the turn they enter play. You can use the ability to seek a wild ally. If you control no other wild allies, the next wild ally you summon this turn costs 2 less resources. That's pretty sweet. And then here are the Mercenary. South Road Mercenary. Once per turn, when a player gains a resource, and once per turn when a resource is removed from play, South Road Mercenary gains +1 base attack. I'm assuming that has to include sacrifices because the resource is gained, so this guy is going to be buffed on your turn and the enemy's turn. Of course, I will double check that with the game designers. West Road Beggar. One of your resources is removed from play. Draw a card. So that will pair nicely with South Road Mercenary. And North Road Thief. He has Stealth on the turn he enters play. Target other friendly ally is shuffled into its owner's deck. Target enemy item is destroyed. There's its Stealth. And that was it. Did I do 34? Nope, nothing there. Just a blank card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new cards revealed today. And I got them 99% coded up. Hope you enjoyed the stream. The new version is going to be out in another day or two. I can't wait because obviously it has a ton of improvements. Hope you like it. I should also mention, since I'm here, the World Championships is going to be this weekend. The first regional. Signups are open. There are 3 regionals for cash prizes and World Championship tickets. Good luck to everyone that entered. That's going to do it for today. Hope you have a good week. Until next time, bye bye.